Hey guys, today I'll be walking you through how to prep for your wedding day, and I'll give you some quick and easy actionable tips to make sure that your day runs as smoothly as possible. So let's get started. Tip number one is to make a timeline. It's so important to have a general wedding day timeline for the day of so that everyone knows where they're supposed to be and what time they're supposed to be there, and make sure to also give someone else the duty of being in charge of the timeline and not have that be on yourself on the big day, because that's just going to stress you out even more. So delegate it to maybe your maid of honor or one of your bridesmaids so that you can relax on the morning of and just enjoy the day. I do have a video all about how to create your wedding day timeline, so be sure to check that out too. Tip number two is for the night before your wedding. Make sure that you take the time to relax. Plan a spa day or even just a bubble bath, but do something so that you can de-stress and make sure that you're focusing on what's really important about the wedding day. Tip number three is for the photographer. Be sure that you have all of your wedding day details in your getting ready room when your photographer is set to arrive. This is typically where your photographer will start with photographing, and these are things that are going to just enhance your wedding day album and tell the story of your wedding day a little bit better. So I have a list of everything that you need, and I do send this out to my brides to make sure that they don't forget everything, but I recommend putting everything in one box and doing that the night before so that you have it all set to go, and when the photographer arrives, you're not searching for every little item. So be sure that you have obviously your dress and your veil, any hair pieces, rings, all three. So your planner might tell you to give the rings over to the guys in the morning, but don't do that. Make sure you have it in your getting ready room, because the photographer is going to want to capture all three of the rings together, and then you can hand over the rings after that. Your shoes, be sure to have all of your florals arrive to the getting ready room so that your photographer can use those as well. Your garter, jewelry, any perfume, your invitation suite, whatever you're doing for Borrowed in Blue, and any other special details. So like if you have something passed down from a grandmother, you can bring that in, or any other sentimental item or just something that will enhance the theme of your wedding. Bring those things along and your photographer will love you for it. Tip number four is to organize getting ready outfits for your girls. So this just makes your pictures look so cute, and it makes your girls feel really special. So plan something fun. A lot of people do robes. You can also think outside the box and do something like cute rompers or like a PJ set that's really nice. So just think of something fun for your girls, and I do have a video all about some products from Etsy that I think you guys would really love, so be sure to check that out, and that can give you some ideas for getting ready outfits. Tip number five is to take care of all tips and payments in advance. You don't want to have to be worrying about this on your wedding day, and you don't really want your mom to have to do it either. So just make sure that you pay everybody in advance, even their tips, to make sure you're not worrying about it on the day of. And if you absolutely have to, be sure to delegate it to somebody else. So don't leave that to be your responsibility on the day of. Give it to somebody else and make sure they take care of it for you. Tip number six is something that not a lot of people think of, but be sure to let your dad or whoever is walking you down the aisle know that it's their job to slow you down. So a lot of times as a photographer, I see brides that kind of rush down the aisle out of nerves, so be sure to have them just be there to kind of slow you down if you tend to rush a little bit, because that's the one moment that you have to really soak in everybody who's there, and you only get to do it once. So be sure that they're there to slow you down and make sure that you enjoy the moment as much as possible. So there you have it. I hope that you found these tips helpful, and be sure to leave a comment below and let me know what you're doing to prepare for your big day. And also subscribe to this channel if you want to see more videos just like this one, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.